looks like silver inside. On September 3, 2024, police at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood Airport were dispatched directly to the security checkpoint where a passenger's baggage raised immediate red flags. Suspicions. Right there, searching the bag. We see the deputy approach him, asking if he forgot something inside. The traveler hesitates, acting completely unaware here. They ask for his identification. He claims it is packed elsewhere, a very common stalling tactic. He pretends to look thoroughly confused by this, but deputies are watching his movements. He claims innocence quite adamantly, arguing he has absolutely no knowledge here, but the deputy continues pressing him for that identification. Multiple officers arrive, while others examine the scan. The deputy checks his destination next, Dallas, Texas, pinpointing his exact schedule. The departure is delayed, giving them time, which helps the officers. Now let's observe how this deputy keeps talking, asking routine questions to establish rapport and residency. He claims to live there, still playing the shocked bystander. The officer dissects his travel plans. He explains driving down with his daughter, trying to explain a cross-country trip, mentioning multiple stops along the way, and driving her all the way to Miami to accompany her and his family, including his grandson. Watch closely. Notice how he immediately starts making excuses, trying to deflect with casual talk. The officer brings up licensing. No permit on him. He claims he has never done this, insisting that this was all a mistake. He is visibly nervous. The officer remains calm. Next comes the standard packing excuse, claiming the gun was buried deep inside, hidden in a pocket. He blames a hidden zippered compartment, supposedly covered by his clothes. Conveniently, but these officers hear this excuse constantly. They know better. They confirm ownership of the bag. Then he starts shifting blame to his wife, confused about ownership. Meanwhile, security shuts down the lane. This is standard safety protocol for firearms. As they move the bag for screening securely, the suspect is getting more anxious. He realizes it is a .357, loaded. He claims he forgot where it was entirely. Officers run his name for warrants. He points out where his ID is. Waiting, more law enforcement officers arrive on the scene, ready to take over the situation. Now, watch how he tries yet another wild excuse. He blames it on his grandson, pretending he thought it was a toy, but a real revolver looks very different. The officer remains completely unimpressed. They pull up his details. She asks about his carry permit. Specifically, he cites Texas constitutional carry laws, but airport rules are federal. Indeed. Watch. The suspect is trying to explain his situation here. He claims the item belonged to his late wife, a common tactic to deflect ownership. Watch closely. The deputy remains entirely skeptical. He refuses to buy it. Tension is building. Arrest is imminent. Pay attention here. The officer steps away to call his supervisor to check. He wants to see if they can get a break, but the supervisor says no. Now he has to deliver the news. Rejected. Devastating. The realization of jail time finally sinks in. His entire world is collapsing now. It is tough. He starts pleading about losing his employment, a desperate bid for some sympathy. The officer remains calm, but holds firm, strict. Now they must secure his belongings. He gathers what he can before booking. It is a slow, quiet, and painful process now. The suspect realizes there is no going back now. He is done. Notice how the officer explains his lack of discretion. He compares it to any normal workplace chain. He did try to help by calling superiors. They called multiple people to find a loophole, but the higher-ups demanded the arrest. Hands are tied. Good cops do not enjoy making these arrests. It is just duty. His personal items are restricted. Jail rules are strict. His phone rings and he begs to answer. He wants to tell his family what happened. The officer grants him this one last small request, a kindness. The cuffs go on. Notice the tension. He asks about his destination. The officer specifies the jail, specifically Broward County, Florida's penal system. He realizes it. The deputies begin cataloging key evidence. They carefully secure the confiscated weapon. This ensures the paper trail is clear. Officers coordinate their next physical moves. They want to avoid misplacing anything. Crucial protocol here. Standard police work. Now. Handcuffs are double locked for safety, preventing injury. The suspect complies. Cruiser doors open. Time to load. The deputy guides him into the transport. It is a tight fit, especially when in cuffs. This suspect faced major felony charges, illegal firearm and ammunition possession. But the legal battle took a turn. He entered a not guilty plea and demanded his day in court. Yet prosecutors ultimately backed down, dropping the serious felony counts entirely, leaving him with only a misdemeanor. How do we judge this outcome? Share your thoughts below. Did justice actually get served here? Subscribe for more BODYCAM breakdowns. Let's track this case together. Unfiltered,